just heard the playing of Bobby Knott, classical guitarist, music educator, and proud member of Wasagamak First Nation, in Winnipeg to perform as part of the Winnipeg Classical Guitar Society's showcase of Manitoba talent, a show called Frets Alive. Bobby joins me here in the studio for a little bit of a conversation. Thanks so much for being here, Bobby.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Well, a pleasure to hear you play. That was some great stuff. What did we just hear?
That was a piece by Antonio Lauro. It's called Cis Puerto Rico.
Yeah.
And it's a traditional joropo from Venezuela.
Yeah, and it was wonderfully played. Some warm music on this December 1st. We were just chatting. You just got in, right?
Yes, I got in at about 11:30 today.
Yeah, and no complaints about the weather. Hey, I know
No.
you were saying it's a little bit snowier up north.
Yeah, but we need cold weather up there, so we can start driving on the winter road there. So
no kidding. Well, I want to ask you about the guitar. Like, who got you into the guitar? Who inspired you to pick it up?
To be honest, it was a movie.
Really?
So as when I was a little kid, I can't remember how long ago. So I as long as I can remember, I remember watching La Bamba when I was a little kid.
Yeah.
And I was so attracted to the guitar and the way the South American music was going. So that's why I really like playing like Venezuelan music or South American music. I love that stuff. And I was just really attracted to the guitar, actually.
Yeah.
Not the real, like, the story is good too, but I really like the guitar and how it was showcased in that movie.
So how did you start teaching yourself then, or?
I'm largely self-taught, so when there's no music stuff happening at where I was growing up from Wasagamak.
Yeah.
So I had to, like, when I was telling myself I want to go into music, I had no idea what I had to do, or I never knew about the classical guitar. So largely I was self-taught. But I wanted to teach music at the school, and that was my biggest goal. And I actually got some lessons, and then I auditioned once, and I didn't get in, and then I had to do it again, and then I got in, and then grew from there. So,
like, what a story of!
But I love the instrument.
Yeah, like, what a story of perseverance, though. Like,
yes,
you teach yourself guitar. And I mean, I feel like I tried to strum a guitar once, and then I kind of dropped it from there. But I mean, to go the classical route, that's a pretty cool thing. We were kind of chatting off the air, and we were at the Faculty of Music in and around the same time. You know, like the guitarists always hung out in the annex, and I was always like wandering around with the singers or reading books in the library. I know, super cool. You graduated in 2014 with a degree in music and in education. What have you been up to since?
I've been teaching guitar or music at our local school, and I actually established the program as well, which was my actual beginning goal.
No kidding. Like
I've been doing it since 4 years now, so the fourth year.
And what's the reception been like?
Really good. I have over 150 students that know how to play. So how
the air quotes for those of you who can't see.
Because I always tell the students, like, you know how to play. It takes a long time to get used to, like, being good.
Yeah.
So I thought that was I always use, like, perseverance or just overcoming challenges, and I always use that as a reference point for getting them to play. But they are getting so much better.
Oh, well, that's a goal as a music educator. In Wasagamak, there have been some major challenges, especially over the summer with the evacuation.
Yes.
Talk to me a little bit about that. We were chatting off the air. You were in Brandon?
I was in Brandon for 3.5 weeks. We were there sleeping in hotels, and the fire became really, really close, and we had to use boats to get out because we don't have an airport over there. So, yeah, that went by so fast because the wind changed, and I think that was the biggest fire in Manitoba, I believe. I'm not sure, but yeah.
Well, so thankful that you got out.
1 month of school was lost too, so we had to catch up, but it's all good now. So.
Well, that's very good to hear. You were kind of chatting about it, and you picked up a guitar in Brandon, though?
I bought a guitar I came to Winnipeg to buy one because I left everything, and I couldn't play for like 5 days, and I had to get one. So
It's nice to have
Well,
that solace of music,
yeah.
eh?
It only took me 5 days to go get one.
Wow.
I wouldn't last for 3.5 weeks.
No kidding. Well, I want to ask you about, in terms of playing tomorrow's show, what's on the program? What are you going to be playing?
I'm going to be playing what I just played. I'm going to be playing a piece by Bach and Fernando Sor, and one of my favorite guitar / composer is Agustin Barrios Mangaray. And then those 4, yes, it's going to be great. And I urge people to show up.
Absolutely.
And it's going to be great.
Well, to inspire people, can I ask you to play one more? Would that be all right?
Sure, I'll play a festive selection.
Yeah, something festive.
Faithful.
That's fantastic.
Okay.
So while you retune things, I'll let you know, for those of you listening, the show's tomorrow, December 2nd. You can catch Bobby Knott there, along with fellow guitarists Alyssa Cohen, Ian Scatliff, and a special performance by the visual artist, singer, and guitarist Jesse Krause. The show time is 8 p.m. at First Unitarian Universalist Church. That's on Wellington Crescent. Tickets are $15 or $10 for members. This is a Winnipeg Classical Guitar Society show entitled Frets Alive. Bobby, you mind playing one more?